Majority of sex workers in South Africa are women from previously disadvantaged backgrounds who engage in sex work to essentially provide for their families. However, they are faced daily with criminalization leading to intense stigma and marginalization. In their corner is sex worker-led Cape Town-based Sisonke National Sex Workers Movement in South Africa, a non-profit organization advocating for the decriminalization of adult, considered sex work, allowing elimination of human rights violations, affording sex workers, a key population, an opportunity for full access to healthcare and equality before law. After one of their own was detained recently, civil society took to the streets to demonstrate their frustration at the current laws and policy makers. Wife and grandmother Ruby, not her real name, a sex worker who is among the criminalized advocating for the decriminalization of sex work, shares her experience as a sex worker.
Marriage. After the rage, don't regulate no one must be badina. Or also Sisonke wandinceda yalandele case yam wabanjwa don't regulate.
Sisonke Communications Officer Yonela Singh, who interacts with sex workers on a daily basis, talks about the plight of sex workers and the organization's engagement with policymakers to alleviate these atrocities.
Sex work is work, and my work should not cost me my life. Sex workers are among the contributors of South Africa's economic development, alleviating poverty in our communities. It has been more than 5 years that the then Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa handed Kholi Buthelezi, Sisonke's founder, a sunflower showing commitment to decriminalize sex work in South Africa. To this day, nothing has been done. Sex workers are still killed and perpetrators go unpunished. Reporting a crime committed towards a sex worker during working hours is more traumatic than the actual crime itself. As sex work is still criminalized, more bills are introduced to further oppress sex workers instead of alleviating their pain under criminalization of sex work. We are doing our level best to get our government to understand, first of all, that sex workers work through sensitization workshops with police officers. We are currently engaging our external stakeholders to understand what sex work is. These include our government departments, our international donors, because everything is done with money. And with our current funds, we cannot approach the courts. So at the present moment, we have researchers who are looking and documenting human rights violations against sex workers.
It is time that our policymakers and our government come to the realization that criminalization of sex work is more detrimental to the well-being of sex workers